Apocalypse by Cigarettes After Sex. Shh. Guys! Standard tuning on a guitar that is also a standard guitar. Or a weird guitar, I don't care. Play on any kind of guitar you want. Is it hot in here or is it just me? Do you hear all the racket? I'm recording in the middle of the day. I usually record in the morning or in the evening. This is throwing me off. Pointer finger needs to bar the 5th fret on the bottom 4 strings. There are several mini bar chords in this song. It's not too bad. I think you can handle it, but you want to take your pointer finger, you want to lay it flat on the bottom 4 strings, the skinniest 4 strings. Your thumb is going to be behind the neck of the guitar. It's like you're pinching your pointer finger and your thumb together, but with the neck of the guitar in between, and you just try it to make sure you have even pressure on all of those bottom 4. There, we did it. Okay, then pick your middle finger, put it on the 6th fret of the 2nd string from the bottom, and put your ring finger on the 7th fret of the 3rd string from the top. This right here is kind of a weird F chord, is what it is. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna play the bottom 4 strings one at a time, starting from that skinniest bottom string and just working your way up. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. There's gonna be a lot of that in this song. In fact, you're gonna start off the song by doing it several 100,000 times. Go ahead and do it twice on this chord. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give it a try. Let's try it together. 1, 2, nice and slow. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little helpful tip. What I like to do is take this part of my hand, wrist area, and I just rest it like back here somewhere. So I kind of anchor my hand onto my guitar like this. Then, instead of me having to control my whole arm when I'm plucking, I just have to worry about my wrist. See what I'm talking about? So helpful. What a helpful tip. So helpful, you probably should subscribe to the channel, right? Because there's so many helpful tips. My name's Stuart, by the way. Hello, friends and relatives. People of the world. All of the above. Okay, so we do it twice on that chord. 1, 2... Then keep all those fingers in the same position, but take your pinky and put it right below your ring finger on the 7th fret of the 3rd string from the bottom, and then go ahead and do that same little cascading picking pattern 2 more times. 1, 2. This chord, by the way, this chord right here is like a D minor chord. We're playing like weird versions of normal chords. We had an F and then a D minor, and then what's next? That's right, an A minor. So for this one, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna lift up your middle finger and lift up your pinky, but keep your pointer finger barring those bottom 4 strings on the 5th fret, and keep your ring finger on the 7th fret of the 3rd string from the top. Weird A minor chord. They're not actually that weird, it's just not the way we normally play them. Then go ahead and do the picking again twice. And now, you're gonna get rid of your ring finger entirely. So all you have is your pointer finger barring those bottom 4 strings. I would call this chord a C6 chord. I think there's room for interpretation and debate, but I personally am going to call it a C6 chord. Guys, we have just learned the intro to the song, which also comes up many other times in the song. I'm gonna call this the main riff of the song, if I may be so bold. Would you play it with me? We're doing this chord, then you add your pinky, then you get rid of your pinky and your middle finger, and then you get rid of your ring finger. Twice through the picking on each one. 1, 2, here we go. And 1, 2, add the pinky. Then get rid of a bunch of stuff. Then get rid of the ring finger. You did it. You did a great job. I personally very impressed by the job that you did playing that main riff to the song Apocalypse by Cigarettes After Sex. It's not a weird, okay, I'm gonna stop doing that. It's normal. Sex. Look, I said it. Oh, sex. Sex. I said it 2 or 3 times. Okay, now, here's what's gonna happen. You do that once for the intro, and you do it it's very ethereal. It's very lethargic. Punctual. Then he does it 2 more times where it's more just regular. So he does it 3 times total for the intro. Then we get into the verse to the song. Now, technically, the verse to the song uses the same chords But that arpeggio, that cascading note arpeggio thing, there's a lot of light shining. Ooh, watch this. Watch this. I'm going to get you with the light from the guitar. Oh, couldn't do it. There we go. Great film technique. Lens flare. Okay, moving on. What was I saying? I was saying something about the chords to the verse. Let me just tell you, in the actual song, there's a bunch of production. The guitar drops out, the bass is playing stuff, there's keyboard. Here's what I like to do for the verse. I think it works very well. I go like this. I go, sometime maybe and the monkey time goes away. When the world starts spinning and the people all say, hooray. Oh, hey, oh. I mean, the singing I was doing isn't necessarily something you need to do, but what I was doing with the chords on the guitar is I was playing these power chords and I was palm muting. Pointer finger, first fret, top string, ring finger, third fret on the next string. I'm just very lightly palm muting over here. I just take this part of my hand and I just gently set it right here and I'm just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I take the same chord, I move it 1, 2, 3, 4 frets over and down one string. So now I'm on the 5th fret of the 2nd string from the top and 7th fret on the 3rd string from the top. Same little thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I just hop up to the top 2 strings, 5 and 7 on the top 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I go 1, 2 frets back and down one string. So now I'm on 3 on the 2nd string from the top, 5 on the 3rd string from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's here for on the 1st fret. This is a power chord, by the way, guys. Are you familiar? Power chord. We have a power chord on the 1st fret, power chord on the 5th fret of the 2nd string from the top, power chord on the 5th fret of the top string, power chord on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string from the top. Play it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Monkey chops, monkey power. What the heck is umpalower? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's what I do for the verse, and I like it quite a bit. I was watching some live performances. And sometimes he goes like this. He does an F bar chord, a full-on F bar chord, D chord, D minor chord, an A minor chord, and a C chord. And he does these little kind of like, sort of playing random notes in the chord, basically like... So you could do that if you want to. I think that would be perfectly fine. I like my little palm muted power chord thing. So that's the verse to the song. Now we get to the chorus, the meat and potatoes of the song. It's not true. I think what we've already done is the meat and potatoes. This is just kind of the like other stuff. The guy's voice kind of creeps me out. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful voice, but I thought it was like a bunch of production to make his voice sound like that. But then you watch live acoustic quiet performances. His voice is weird and cool, and it lulls me into a sleepy time happy zone, and also a jump off a building zone. It does kind of both at the same time. What I would like to do at this point in time is show you the chords for the chorus to the song. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your pointer finger, you're gonna bar the 6th fret on the bottom 2 strings as suchly. Then put your middle finger on the 7th fret of the 3rd string from the top and your ring finger on the 8th fret of the 3rd string from the bottom. I misspoke. I am sorry. I mixed that up. Pointer finger's on 6 of the bottom 2. 7's on the 3rd middle from the bottom. Oh. And then your ring finger goes on the 8th fret of the 3rd string from the top. Perfectly clear. We're going to go into arpeggios again. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this is a B flat chord, by the way. Then you take this chord, you're gonna get rid of it, okay? And then you put your pointer finger is gonna bar the bottom 4 strings on the 5th fret again. Middle finger goes to 6 on the 2nd string from the bottom. Ring finger goes to 7 on the 3rd string from the top. Does this chord seem familiar? It should, because of the first chord we did in the song. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was our weird F chord. Then we go right back to our weird B flat chord. And then we're gonna go to our weird A minor, wait. Oh, no. I looked at my notes wrong, guys. I'm gonna start this part over. The 4th chord of the chorus is a D minor chord, not an A minor chord, like you may have heard from some other people out there. I'm talking about myself. Remember when I messed up earlier and I said I was gonna start over and then didn't do it. So your pointer finger is gonna play 5 on the bottom string. Middle finger plays 6 on the second string from the bottom. Pinky plays 7 on the third string from the bottom, and ring finger plays 7 on the third from the top, and we're doing our arpeggio thing. Oops. I blame this all on it being the middle of the day. It is 5:07, you guys. Okay, what happens next? Let's just play those first 4 chords of the chorus. You're like, yeah, right. You think I remember those? Idiot. I'm an idiot, not you. You're fine. You're cool. I'm cool with you. I'm not talking about you. What is this video? 1, I'm never recording during the day again. 3, 4, monkey time. I quit. Here we go. First 4 chords of the chorus. Nice and slow. 3, 4, 1, 2. This is really slow. Oh, this is painful. It's good for us. Then this one, remember the first chord from the song, the F? Then back to the B flat. Did I get it? There we go. And then the D minor. This is the 5, 6, 7, 7. Oh. Look, sometimes it's hard to talk and play at the same time. Okay, great. Then you go back to the B flat. That was the 6, 6, 7, 8 part. Then we go to our C6, which was just where you bar on 5. And then we go back to our F. And then back to our C6. Are we ready to play that all the way through? Let's give it a try. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the C6, back to F, and the C6 again. What a disaster. So that was the chorus, and now you know it perfectly. If you don't want to do the arpeggios, you can also do this. You can play a B flat. I'm not gonna show it to you. You can look it up in a book. I mean, I'll show you the chord sequence, but I'm just not gonna walk you through each of these chords. You can look up the individual chords in a book instead of me. Look. As an optional variation for the chorus, instead of doing the little banky ding gong, what you can do is you can strum a B flat chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, then an F chord, then back to a B flat, and then a D minor, then B flat, oh yeah, then a C, and then to F. Then C again. I don't want you to play it that way. I want you to do the arpeggio way, okay? Anyway, then you do the whole verse again. Then you do the whole chorus again. You do all of it again until we get to the bridge. Are you ready for the bridge? Starts off with a G minor chord. G minor chord. I'm gonna show you the full, you can do like a little tiny version. I'm just gonna show you the full on bar chord version. So you take your pointer finger, you mash down on the 3rd fret of all 6 strings of the guitar. Make sure your thumb is back here pushing along with your pointer finger pushing. Put your ring finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string from the top. Put your pinky on the 5th fret of the 3rd string from the top. This is a G minor bar chord. You're gonna give one big old strum and then you're gonna count to 8. Oh, I got my lens flare again. The sun is out of control, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a G minor, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now move 2 frets up. That's an A minor bar chord, guys. Did you like it? I made it. I bit it. I dyed it. You also could do the A minor like this. Why am I giving you so many options? This is terrible. Okay, look, you do the G minor, you hold it out for 8 beats. Then you go to the A minor, same exact shape. You just move it 1, 2 frets up. You hold that out for 8 beats. Then you go back to the G minor, hold that out for 8 beats. Then you go back to the A minor, hold that out for 2 beats. We're halfway through the bridge, I believe. Let me take a look at my notes here. I ripped them. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. So after you do that, and then what you're gonna do is we're gonna go back to our B flat chord. You remember that one? And we're gonna do our arpeggios again. And then we're gonna go to a G minor arpeggio. Here's how you do that, you guys. You're gonna bar the bottom 3 strings on the 3rd fret, and then ring finger plays 5 on the 3rd string from the top. It's a G minor, so we've got, let's see, we've got... Then we're going to F. Do you remember which one F was? Pop quiz. That's right, it was the first song we did in the song, chord in the song. And we go to the D minor. We did D minor once. You remember what that one was? That one was 5, 6, 7, 7. Then we're gonna go back to G minor. We're gonna do it 4 times, guys. And then we go to a C7. How do you do C7? I'll tell you. You take your pinky and you put it on the 5th fret of the 2nd string from the bottom, and you hold everything else exactly the same. Well, that was the bridge. I suppose we should play it all the way through. 1, 2, here's the bridge. G minor, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slide it up to the 5th fret. 5, 6. Watch your step, then back to the 3rd fret. That's a G minor chord. What you think about that? Then the A minor chord. You can do this thing if you want. Then, oh, I messed up. Oh, we're good. Then the F, then the D minor. Sorry. Then the G minor. You do G minor twice as long. Then C7. Flawless victory, guys. I think I'm really nailing it today. I actually think this middle of the day recording thing is turning out really well. I'm probably gonna have Mod Pizza for dinner. There's a chance I'll have Tommy's Salsa. Mod Pizza's a big chain. Tommy's Salsa, you might not know. It's a place in my town here. My hair makes it look like I have something on my lip. It's very upsetting. Then you play the verse again, and then you play the chorus again. And then you go like, oh, the song is over. We did it. We made it. And you just go like this, and then you go, oh crap, we're not done yet. And then you have to go back and play the last part after they just take a break for no reason at the end of the song. After they take their break at the end of the song, you just play the verse a bunch more times. It just goes, you can, so like when I say the verse, you can do the power chords, or you can play the arpeggio we did at the very beginning of the song. You probably want to do this. I don't know. I don't actually remember how it goes that well. I mean, I've heard the song many times. I listened to it today right before I did this, but I wasn't really paying attention when I got to the end. I think I was thinking about what I was gonna have for dinner too much.